to the car. I am not hooked up to the car now. So this should be better. So I'll just wait for everybody to funnel in again. This damn car. Dag burn it. Damn Felicity-doo. What is this? Oh. Okay. Let's see. Gotta have... There we go. I'm live. Let me take this. There we go. I'm live. Let me take this cigarette straight to the back. Did you give her pain meds?
I gave her 0.2. Obviously not enough. But I give her more.
Give her a little bit more. She's gonna get a little sleepy. That's what you get for hopping out of the wagon, Mama. Let me take this cigarette outside. I do not smoke in my house. That is a no-no. It's cigarette smoking in the house. I'm on live, baby.
Hello!
Mama, stay with Daddy. Ever since she's gone blind, she's been unsteady, following people around, which is okay. But baby, something happens when I am in the car and they can hear me, and then all of a sudden they can't hear me. It's like the car mutes me. They can see me, but they can't hear me. And I don't know what the heck that's about.
I don't know either, honey.
Listen, you are master and commander at fixing stuff like this.
I'm master and commander of every fucking thing.
She's trying to come with you. Take her up. Hold on, guys. Bree is having a problem. Bree fell out of the wagon. Now, keep in mind, this is a very low wagon. But Bria wants to be in the wagon. Mama, stay, babe, take her up to your office.
No, we were up there. That's why we came down.
What was she doing?
You. Up, down, walking around, sit down. You.
Okay. Babe, can you hand me a Gatorade?
Can you get out?
Or no, I want a soda.
Get out.
Don't tell me to get out of my own house. What, I don't have any more Mountain Dew?
Just get on out of there, girl.
What are you doing? Don't push me out. Everybody said, hey, Red.
Hey.
Ari said hello. Tiff said, oh, that was Tiff. Okay, so listen, we need to have a talk, okay? Because for real, I was quite disgusted with what I saw yesterday, okay? Let me make this. Why are your eyes so big?
Mama. Come here.
Anywho, Red is on one. I don't know what she got going on. Now you about to put her on her little bed thingy, and she don't want to be on that. We should have just left her and said, y'all keep her with Bentley. Just keep her. How much to keep her for the day? Babysit Bria. So puppies are at the doctor. Booski's getting an x-ray. They think his heart is enlarged. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, right here. Booski is my soulmate. For anybody who loves animals and has had an animal that just gets them, vibes with them, it's like y'all are one, okay? Like, that is my road dog. He's my homie. He's been with me for almost a full 13 years. And if anything happens to that boy, y'all might as well hog tie me, bound and gag me, and just throw me in a crate, something, and just let me sink to the bottom of the sea. Because anything happens to that boy, life is not going to be right. But anyway, let me get back to what I was saying, okay? What I was saying when I was in the vehicle, parents, okay? And you know what? Just because you're not a parent does not mean that you don't have good advice for parents. But I see these parents where if your child comes to you, how many children won't go to their parents? How many children will not, or don't feel safe or comfortable or free enough to go and have a conversation with a parent, right? Like, I could not, I knew I don't dare approach my father. I knew, not for nothing. I could say I love you, but that's about the gist of it, okay? I knew I could go to my mother for anything because my mother was a safe space. I knew that my mother loved me, and I knew that I could talk to her about anything, and everything would be just fine in the world, right? So I'm watching this young man yesterday who comes to his mother, the person he trusts, and he wants to have a full-on conversation. You know, the conversation goes so left that even I, a grown woman with a very high intellect, like, I'm not a dummy, okay? I'm very, very intellectual, very intelligent woman, okay? I can get real deep. But what I saw her do to him was he came to her, and I don't know if he was trying to figure out how much it will cost to move out, or maybe he wants to move out. Thank you, instrumental. Maybe he wants to move out. Maybe he's thinking about it because he's 17 going on 18. The first problem is parents who either enable their children, or what I saw, parents who will steal their child's joy and scare them or confuse them. I think both was happening. And they want to say, I'm giving my child the real McCoy, the real deal, right? No, I heard 17 or 18, but here's the thing. If your child comes to you and says, "Mama, I make $600 and I want to move out," or whatever he's trying to do, this is how much I make. Now, what I heard was every 3 weeks was his payday. Okay. So he gets paid through. I only know about weekly, bi-weekly, what is it, semi-week, you know, and then I know about monthly. And I know teachers get paid, I think, for the whole year, and then they're left to figure out, like budget. But if your child comes to you and they're excited and they want to talk to you about finances or whatever, don't turn on them. Don't turn on them and make it about the struggles you had or a life you don't. If you're going to tell them about the mistakes you made, that's fine. But kind of back that up with something positive. No, don't kind of. Back it up. Start it positive and back it up positive. There's nothing wrong with telling your child about reality. Okay? The reality is that once you get away from me, life's going to be tough. Okay? You're going to have your ups and downs. You're going to have to figure it out. Don't say to your child, well, if you make $600 and your rent's 500 and your phone bill is 50, how much do you have left? Oh, but you got to think about, you need deodorant and toothpaste. You got to wash your ass. And then turn to, it was hard for me, and I did this and I did that, and oh my God, it was terrible, and na na na, and da 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 da. And then when he tries to respond, then he hears, I'm speaking. Long winded. I see messages retracted. What was your message? It's okay. And what's the point? I mean, it's like, oh, peace to COVID. We all right then. Power to the people. Power to the white people. But anyway, don't confuse your child with your shenanigans. If you want to confuse your child with your shenanigans and give your child the real McCoy, the real deal, make sure you also say, how about we talk about how much you make a month? And how about we talk about what your expenses will be? Like, why not teach him about what it will cost to live on his own? Why not say, maybe you also need to get a better job? Or better yet, if he is disabled, you say to him something that will make more sense. Why don't we test run this? And you pretend. Or if you want to make him pay $50, let's try $50 a month. And instead of you pocketing the money like most janky parents would, put it away and start saving his money so that when he is ready to leave the nest, then you have that lump of cash. Help him be better than you were. That's the goal for parents. At least that's what you would think the goal is. The goal is your children are supposed to, yeah, they're good. This world is one big place they're going to go out and mess up in, right? But then at the same time, they're going to make mistakes, and they still have to learn from their mistakes. But you telling them about all the mistakes you made and then going on a rant and rave. You say you don't keep up with the Joneses, but you are keeping up with the Joneses when you confuse your baby and you start talking about other people and the things that they have and the things that they don't have. You have now completely veered off track with your child about what your child entrusted you with. You see where I'm going? I feel like parents need to teach kids about credit, saving money, but they don't. I had to learn on my own. Exactly, Tiffany. Same with me. Same with Red. No, Red actually was taught about that stuff, but I was not. My parents kind of left me. My parents were like, when I did try to go to them to talk to them about my taxes, and my parents were like, well, you're still in school, so we file you under our taxes. You're exempt, so you need not worry about that. But for real, it irks my nerves when I see kids excited about growing up and they come to the parent they trust, and the parent they trust wants to make it about themselves. That's really annoying. Parents have got to do better. Don't make it about you. Don't scare your child into not wanting to go out into the world. And then when she went back to him and was like, okay, what did we just talk about? That baby was so confused about the rant she went on. He just finally said, because I think he was afraid, and I think he knows if he responds with Jesus, she ain't gonna nut up on me. So all he did was talk about Jesus saving and Jesus being forgiving. And I know that was from his heart, and it was sweet. But what did he learn? What did any of us learn from that? You want to record yourself having a real conversation with your child. Yet the conversation, your part of the conversation, confused the hell out of him. And then for the people that watch this person, they're like, clap, 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 clap. Yes, yes. Amen, sister. Amen. And I know that they're like, she a fool. She a fool. So I came on to say, because even though I wrote them, I put, I commented, because I watched silently, because I was deemed a troll. So I watched silently. And I'm very happy for her that she's growing, prospering. She another video, do you want this? Well, be yourself. Be you. Nobody makes you act ugly but you. Nobody can make you do anything. It's what you want to do. What are you, if your son is watching you, what are you teaching him by that? Right? Are you guys still with me? Tiff? Instrumental? Ari? Did I see Ari? I mean, am I making sense? Cause you cooking? What you cooking? Okay, it's okay. And what are you doing, Instrumental? I tell you, this little stand here, I have to go get my other phone stand, because this little stand is bobbing and weaving and bouncing. I'm getting ready. I figure I was going to go the other night to get up and do my nails. I set up everything, right? Caleb, he had a bottle of nail polish in his mouth, and then decided he wanted to play tag with it. I said, dear God, help me. Everybody was asleep until I started moving around. Bacon and cheese. And I know that parents are parents. Do what you want to do with your kids. But don't be mad when you get scrutinized by the public because you brought how you raise your child to the public. Because that's all this is. You decided to have this conversation with your child in public. My ears popping. These sinuses from whatever type of grass, whatever type of pollen that's being created. That medication, man, I don't feel like it works at all. Eyes crusty, they're itchy, they're dry. Ugh, blah. Ugh, headache. So, yeah, I mean, your nerves are bad, you're stress eating. I just opened your live and got me thinking deep, but actually made me feel better of long positively talking. It got you thinking deep, Instrumental. What you thinking about, Pumpkin? And if I offend you, by calling you Pumpkin. Just let me know. I call everybody Pumpkin Lovey. It's just a term of endearment to let you know you are important to me. Um, I love that you guys come on and interact with me and will talk to me. So, you know. And why are you stress eating, Tiff? But I'm serious. I know that they watch, and that's fine. But when you bring your children, and I know it's gonna piss her off, but seriously, I'm not trying to piss her off. I was really proud of him. He loves his mama, and he is such a sweet child. He really is. And yes, he is still a child. You know, you're not grown, like she said. She did make one valid point. You're not grown until, I'm sorry, I have my eyes closed because this pollen is making my eyes itch. You're not grown until you leave and can take care of yourself, you know, and you're still not grown. Even when you move out, you find yourself still needing your parents, you know, or parent, whichever one raised you or whichever one is closest to you that you feel most comfortable going to about things. But I'm not trying to piss her off. Oh, good. Thank you, Instrumental, because of my stepfather passing. Again, honey, I'm so sorry to hear about your stepfather. Were you close to him? But what deep things were you thinking about, Instrumental? You know, like my father, I couldn't talk to him. No way, no way. My sisters can go to him about anything. But if I try to talk to him, I literally have to ask him. Like, if it's serious, I have to say, could you please be my dad and not my pastor? I don't need my pastor. I need to speak to my papa. Please. So, you know, it's just frustrating when you see parents with, like my nephew, he is a sweetie pie. He's diagnosed with bipolar disorder. And she has another child that's on the spectrum. She can believe in being on the spectrum because it is very dominant and in the forefront. She can't ignore it. But she's ignoring the behaviors of a bipolar child, you know, for young girls in our adolescence, we get diagnosed earlier than young men. Young men get diagnosed with bipolar when they're going through my brain. My brain just went so south. Um, I see, darling. But young men go through it when they, you know, are starting to go through. Somebody help me out. What is it? Um, it's, yeah, of course, it's adolescence, but it's when they start going through puberty, you know. So, like, it was right at the forefront of my brain. So, you know, when he went through puberty, he had a vicious manic episode. Um, he did do some horrible things, not thinking about consequences, which is something that is truthfully a bipolar thing. And he's 17 now. So what, 3 years have passed. And still he's not on meds. I was close to him from the ages of 2 to 20. Then we stopped talking. But I'm thinking about my own relationship with my dad, and he needs to get it together. Let me tell you, I feel you on that, Tiff. My dad, he is 76. I don't know what his problem has ever been. Well, no, I know, but he will never own it. You know, the baby boomer generation, they a different breed. When they do things, they do it because they say so. They do it because they want to do it. Don't question them. Don't ask them any questions. You know, that's their generation. Oh my God. And the secrets that they love to keep, dear Lord. So, you know, like I said, I watched and I was like, I really need her to stop talking about her and focus on him. Parents can be so selfish. Some of them just don't care, and some of them don't know they do it. Because of how selfish she comes off. Because she is a me. Like she wanted people, I got 5 people watching me. You need to write an essay about why you follow me. Are you serious? No positivity. None. Yes. Tell me why you need to tell me why you watch me. You need to tell me why you still here. Punishes people. I'm here, but I'm gonna turn this camera off right now if you don't do something. If I don't get those thumbs up, I'm out of here. I'm turning off the camera. You say this is your job, but then you make it seem as though it's everyone else's job to boost you up, make you feel good about yourself. Like ego hustler. Like you need everybody to lick your bootstraps for you to be okay. And truth is, you're still not okay. You're still not okay. I just, see, I grew up in a church setting where everything was the devil's fault. If you fall down the stairs by accident, the devil pushed you. If you get a cold, the devil gave it to you. Never mind the fact that kids are cootie farms and just going to school sitting next to Joey, who, you know, happened to have a cold. He's hacking and sneezing and coughing all over our desk and me and him because they used to put the 2 desks together and in the rows. I'm just all about just be there for your kids. Let them see that there is, even though, yes, and listen, the world didn't just get ugly. The world's been ugly. The world has been ugly for a very long time. The world was ugly when I came into it. The world was ugly when my mama came into it. The world was ugly when my grandparents came into it. It's just different things to focus on. But there is still light on each end of this tunnel. You may see some darkness along, it's kind of like being on the highway and you're going through a tunnel, and you got the lights placed as you go through, but then some of those lights may be out, so you go through a patch where it's dark. But always know that you're gonna come through the end of that, and then you'll be seeing light again. It's like that. But I literally have watched people, not just her. She the main one that I watch. But I've seen people that it's like they're scaring their children to not want to go out. I swear I think my sinuses. And you know what? I feel like I'm swollen right through here. And it's my sinuses. Because I can feel it. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is we going in the house to get ice packs because I can't breathe. And I'm an asthmatic. So the best thing is this nostril. It's both of them, but this one is clogged the most. Urgh. Anywho, I feel like I took it's called Citrazine. The doctor prescribed it. I did take that. What, mama? What is it, little mama? You okay? I know nobody's here. I'm gonna put you in this chair, and you're gonna go with me. We're gonna sit together, okay? But I need you to stay right there. Stay. I mean, even my eyes are like, my eyes are crusting up on me. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm coming right back. I'm going to give you a treat, too. I'm going to give Bria a little treat because she hates it when she's the only one here. So, yeah, the doctor gave me Citrazine. And look at this, So I always keep ice packs. And let me throw that pack up. Okay. Oh. I don't even know where to place it. Yes, Mommy, you're such a good girl. I'm going to give you a bone. But yeah, I really did want to address that. Parents can be super intense. And then there's those lackadaisical parents. I understand what kids don't understand and what people don't understand is parents are human too. Parents make mistakes as well. That is a known fact. Parents are human. Dogging parents. I'm not into dogging parents, and that's not what I came on for. Oh, you like my Crocs? Let me tell you, I'll send you the link. I'm getting the ones, so these are the white ones with the brown. I'm getting the ones with the baby blue. Except these are a little bit too big. I want Red to try them on. When I showed them to her originally, she was like, those are ugly. I was like, no, they not. It's hair. Now she done seen them on my foot. And she was like, I want a pair of those. I mean, we just bought 4 pair of house Crocs, but let me tell you something. These Crocs are so comfortable. I love the bottom. So where it's brown here, it's like a ice baby blue color. I want some of those to go with my jeans, or I wear a lot of blue too. So I will be sending you that link. Um, so I do believe parents, people do forget parents are human beings too. Parents should not be judged so much. And I don't believe in judging parents. What I did see, though, yesterday was a parent who is so up her own ass that she forgot that her big guy came to talk to her about his own life and what he wants to do with it. And I understand that he is her child and she can talk to him about whatever she wants. I respect that. But I really do feel like she confused that baby. I mean, hell, I'm grown and she confused me because she went off on some tangent. Fala Portuguese Minha Filha. Hello, Daniel De Souza Barbosa. How are you, honey? I hope you're having a wonderful Monday morning. Muito fie. Okay. Can you, do you speak English, my love? I'm just reading what you're saying. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Boy. Okay. But sometimes, parents also miss that cry for help, that cry for attention. Because if they're anything like the person I'm talking about, they're up their own ass. It's time. You are absolutely right, Instrumental. Parents do mimic what they see their parents. There's two types. There are the parents who mimic what their parents did, and then there are the parents that try to do the total opposite of what their parents did, either because they were traumatized by what their parents did, or they just didn't agree with it because they didn't like it. But again, parents are human too. Parents traumatize us, and either they mean to or they don't. Now, I would say my father traumatized me on purpose. He did. He got to a point where he enjoyed that he was bigger than me and that he could take his frustrations out on me, you know. So that is what it is. But at the same time, I know that he is mimicking behaviors that he saw. Again, I'm so sorry. It's just my sinuses are kicking my butt right now. You know, I really think that people, if your kid comes to you and asks you a direct answer, if you don't have the answer for them, because I also know this person is not very intelligent, and I understand that her son does not understand that she's not very intelligent. I don't think he understands that. And that's okay. Again, I'm not talking about him. He is a sweet, respectful, wonderful child that she attempts to take credit for. But I do believe while she was on her benders, there was somebody else raising him. I mean, she does admit that she was on drugs for quite some time. Well, wasn't you raising him? Somebody else raised him. Give credit where credit's due. You got clean and you took over, and now you're keeping your head above water and you're keeping his head above water, and that's fine. Good for you. Good for you. I am proud of you that you came through that unscathed, because most people that get addicted to drugs, that is a constant in their life forever. They never break away. So it's a wonderful thing that she has broken away from that. At the same time, got a headache. I should have got an Advil too. At the same time, woo, that was a big pterodactyl. Yeah, Mama, that was a big pterodactyl. You stay in the gazebo, please. Um, I mean, and I have a cousin who has 11 children, and she was not able to raise any of them. I do not, please don't get it twisted. I do not mock people who are drug addicts or have been drug addicts. I do not mock people that have alcohol, issues with alcoholism. I do not mock them, nor do I laugh at them. I don't even laugh at people that have eating disorders. I feel that's disrespectful. They are humans. They are human beings. You know what I'm saying? And people never know what happened in that person's life to cause them to be on drugs or cause them to be alcoholics or whatever it is their vices. I don't mock that, and it's nothing to laugh at. So I am not trying to be disrespectful in that, in that way. Again, I wrote a long note, and I doubt the person got it, but I was just like, Jesus, your child trusts you. He trusts you. Could you please not terrify him into thinking the world is the worst place to be on earth? Don't scare him. And I did say, I think you want him to stay up under you for the rest of your life. Because God willing, he's only 17, 18. He's got a lot of life to live, versus 40. So I am not saying, let's see, usually parents are acting as they're, okay, I saw that. Daniel D'Souza Barbosa, what are you trying to say, love? What is it that you are trying to say? And this soda is not helping in any way, shape, or fashion. My mouth is dry. It is hot as Satan's armpit. And it's not Balzac yet. But this soda's not helping me. I need some water. Hi, Mama. Hi, baby. I'm sorry. Okay. I figure I'll put you guys up on my iPad stand instead of that stand, because the iPad stand isn't bouncing you around. And oh, you're up kind of high there, aren't you? Well, I got a Gatorade. I need some electrolytes. And then I'll drink some water. Anybody who knows me, I really hate water, but I will drink some as I've gotten older. And I bought some multivitamins. Wally, I think they're called, or Molly. There we go. Something cold. Here, Brie Brie. Here's another bone. I figure since the puppies are gone, she can have. These don't give them diarrhea. Best treats for dogs. They're all natural. Here, Mama. I just saw something crawling out the corner of my eye. Was that a spider? Along came a spider and sat down beside her. It is. It is hella just terrible. It's absolutely terrible. Um, but yeah, parents, I see, darling, there you are. You know, parents don't realize that they do traumatize us. Like they don't get it, and that's okay. It's how we bounce back. You know, there should always be at least one parent. Um, and I understand that not everybody is blessed to have two parents, but you know what? I do know for a lot of my friends who did not have two parents, if they felt like, hi, mom, my mom's the yellow butterfly. The yellow butterfly comes every day, once a day, and flies right past very low. It's a big, huge, beautiful butterfly. But for those of friends of mine that only had one parent, if they felt like they didn't have someone they could speak to, they would go to
Thank you for calling Banfield Pet Hospital of
Sorry.
Charlotte Southwest.
You're
We
fine,
are sorry,
honey.
we are
Not that
unable
baby.
to answer your call. If you would like to try this again, please press 0 now. If you would like to leave a message,
They always had a friend whose mother they could speak to, especially for females. My male friends did speak to my mother, you know. But again, like I say, it just frustrated me so bad to sit and see this baby trying very, very hard to chit chat with his mom, and he could not. He got nowhere with his mother. Nowhere. Are you serious? I was gonna say she took the pack of cigarettes that I came out here with. Um, I smoke too much. I need to stop. And I need for people to understand that when you are hooping and hollering that you're not keeping up with the Joneses, but you're talking about what the Joneses do versus what you not gonna do, that means you're keeping up with the Joneses. That's what that means. It means that you got a lot to say about what the Joneses are doing. And either you are jealous of the Joneses or you hate what the Joneses stand for or have that you don't have. And if you want to go out and get it, because I can guarantee you the Joneses worked hard to get what they had. And even for those Joneses that inherited that, somebody worked hard to get it so that their children could have it. If you had any sense, instead of thinking about the Joneses, you would worry about yourself, making sure that you had what you needed so your son could inherit something. Bria, come here. Come here, Mama. Come. She really hurt herself. Her shoulder is out of the socket. But come, Mama. Come. Come. What'd she say in her live today now? Lord. Oh Lord. Is she live now? Has she realized that I'm talking about her? Come here, Bree. You okay right there, mama? What'd she say? Text it to me. Or tell us here. And I don't know why I don't stop watching this person. I have got to stop watching her. Grits are made for white people. If she understood the history of a grit, what is it? Harmony grits. Um, if I remember correctly, okay. Bria, come here. Okay, she hurt her elbow. So it originated with Native Americans who used dried ground, um, is it maize, to create a hearty porridge, a dish quickly adopted and refined by European settlers. Grits became a post-Civil War Southern staple due to corn's availability and affordability, serving as an essential filling starch for all classes. The term grits itself describes the coarsely ground texture of the corn wahominy, referring to the corn kernels that have been softened. Good Lord. The grits belt. Most grits are sold in the South, and areas sometimes referred to as the grits belt. Renewed interest in artisanal stone ground grits. She said grits are made for white people. She got off live. Catherine was no. It's not like. I mean, Jesus. Why? I don't get it. Like, what is her thing? You're with a white woman. If you are with a white person, why do you have so, like, I've never in my life also seen someone who is with someone that is not the same race talk so bad about that person's race that they're with. Like, does that make sense? Are you jealous? What? If you hate white people, then why are you dating a white woman? I don't get it. Babe, can you take Bria in? I think she's okay, but she just went out there and was spinning and limping. I don't understand those people that will date outside of, ooh, those are pretty. Oh, those are very pretty. All right. I'm finally getting the last few pieces of my order. We're about to start making, look at this. About to start making some beautiful pieces. I'm excited. It's true, but it's gotta be that black. It's not that she don't want black people. It's that black people don't want her because really, what I believe it is, I believe that she enjoys controlling. Some people have to be in control, and the one thing I know about a good number of women on this earth, they're not gonna let you control them. And I don't even think it's that she got her because she's white. I think she saw somebody that was already being controlled that would be easy for herself to control. That's what I believe. I do believe that with my whole heart. When you can control someone, why would they report my channel? Why would they report my channel? I'm not doing anything wrong. They can. I'm not doing anything wrong. And it's true. Why would you date someone that is it just doesn't, it's not okay. Probably jealousy. Oh no, I froze because I answered the phone on my iPad. Red was on the phone with Banfield because they kept calling on my phone and it kept freezing every time a phone call came in. So then I asked her if she would call them, but then they called me again. It's like you have three numbers. Why are you calling? If I don't answer on one, call the other numbers. But of course they don't do that. So yeah, that's the reason I froze. I apologize. But yeah, I don't understand the hate speech that is given behind, if it's someone you love so much, how could you be so hateful and say such hurtful things? If you don't want grits, then don't eat them. But why do you have to go into a whole, oh, it's white people food? What? And you think bologna isn't? Um, Eating every part of the pig is what you think that's what? Let me see. What is it that she eats a lot of? Oh, Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew is a white company, right? Mountain Dew was created in the 1940s by Tennessee brothers Barney and Allie Hartman as a mixer for whiskey, and its name is a slang term for moonshine. Okay. After initial struggles, the Hartman Brothers Company was acquired by the Tip Corporation in 1960, who improved the formula and packaging before PepsiCo bought the brand in 1964. PepsiCo then launched Mountain Dew as a standalone drink, adding orange flavor, the iconic neon green color, and shifting marketing to appeal to a broader audience, eventually becoming a major global soda brand. Um, but early hillbilly branding. The Hartman brothers initially sold the drink with hillbilly branding and a slogan, "It'll tickle your innards." So You talk about grits being white people food. Mountain Dew was made by white people, two white men. What's another thing she loves to eat or drink? Oh, here we go. White people. Bologna meat, or bologna, as we know it, is a descendant of the Italian sausage mortadella, which originates from the city of Bologna, or Bologna. Bologna. It became a popular, affordable lunch meat in the United States, especially during the Great Depression, evolving from the more expensive and textured mortadella. And it talk about ancient roots. It traces back to ancient Rome, where a type of salt cured sausage flavored with the myrtle berries was enjoyed. So white white it's all white. What else does she eat that she got a problem with white people create? It's white people food. I don't know how many black people are like running around yelling they love bologna sandwiches. Now, yes, we had bologna when we were younger. I did. I had bologna as a child. I see, darling. Did you see Red? Uh, I hope Red's not still on the phone with them because they did finally get in touch with me. But I just hate that white people support her, but she talks so bad about white people. I hate that white people love watching her and she loves using the N word so much. I hate that she blames others for her bad behavior. I hate that. I really dislike that. I hate that everything has to either be about white folks when she's married to a white woman or the Joneses. And all she does is talk about the Joneses. I hate that for her. And you notice I said I hate that for her. Not I hate that about her. I hate that for her. I hate that it bothers her that much that it has to be one of her topics. But seriously, back to what I was saying about parents. I get it, parents are human beings, but man, oh man, when you're a kid, because think about how many, 15, from 13 on up, think about how many kids that shut all the way down. Parents don't know what's going on with their kids because their kids don't trust them enough to talk to them. But this young man trusts his mama enough to come talk to her. He loves her and respects her enough to come talk with her. But she's just, at every turn, she confuses him. And she confuses the rest of us. hmm I don't like that white people sit back and just watch her act up and nobody, well, and I got to thinking, well, maybe acting like that is, she claims it's like a persona. She didn't say persona. She doesn't know what that means. But maybe it's just a persona. Maybe it's not who she really is. I don't know. But whatever it is, it makes me sad for her. And I've got to stop watching her. I've got to. You know what? For some reason, I unsubscribed, and I did. When you unsubscribe, you unsubscribe. For some reason, I'm still getting those. I'm still getting the alerts. So even when I ignore them, she pops up. And then sometimes she'll pop up 2 times. And then I'm like, damn it. What is she doing? Let me be nosy. So then I go off and I'm being nosy. That's all it boils down to. It's like, what are you doing? You got my attention for 2.2 seconds. Because then when she starts, and she literally talks about the same thing in every video. Every video. I'm like, maybe I need to come on. Like, I'm seriously thinking, maybe I need to come on and talk about the same thing every single freaking time. What do you think? No. That would drive me crazy. But I'm just talking about parents in general. Because like I said, I sit back. Now, my dad, like I said, my dad was all about, if you have any mental health issues, my dad was like, if you have mental health issues, it's the devil. And he was dragging me down to the pulpit to have that devil, the pastor spanking my forehead. All right, Tiff had the pastor spanking my forehead, praying the devil out of me. It's just really annoying. Instead of, thank God, my mother did say, I'm going to get you the help that nobody would get from me. Thank God I had a parent that helped me. I am not perfect. I don't have life figured out. And I'm 50. And that's the thing about life. You never have life figured out. You never figure out life. You figure out how to do life. You figure out how to do your life. And that's just repetition. Wash, rinse, repeat. But for parents who don't uplift their children and want to scare their children, it's like, do you want him to stay up under you and not succeed? And don't you want him to do better than you? Or are you going to be jealous that he is doing better than you? I need to get it. I didn't get an Advil. No. I need to get an Advil. I think that's all that is. It's like, do you see something in him that is scaring you? It's just frustrating. right, it's still. Ah, that's what's on fire, and I touched it. All right, there we go. Is it hot there? Where are you at? I'm in North Carolina. It's terrible. It's terribly hot here. Let me see what the it's 79 degrees. Well, at 2 p.m. it'll be 81. So it looks like our high today is 82. Low at night is going to be 65. It's so hot. I'm so sick of it. This feels good. Just holding it there. It feels good. It's like my glands are swollen. I'm wondering if I'm getting like a what do you call it? Sinus infection. Cause it does. It hurts. It hurts when I press on my nose. You know, I did leave it to where if somebody wants to call in, they can. Yeah, instrumental. It's terrible if you have a if you end up getting a what do you call it? Sinus infection. It's terrible. Like I do feel off today. I feel off. I'm just miserable right now. Oh, my diva do. Oh, my poor baby girl. She'll be 15. But she's had a good life. Still is having a good life with her little spoiled butt. Instrumental, you're not going to say where you live, my love? So, yeah, like I said, to sum up, yeah, I don't want to summarize it. It's just, it is what it is. And like I said, we could move on to the topic of people that hate the race that they date. Because that's what it sounds like to me. If you hate the days that you rate. If you date the race or are married to the race that you hate, then don't date or be married to the race that you hate. Good God, that was a tongue twister. Can anybody say that as fast? In West US, okay? Are you okay? But I'm not totally American. Okay, that's cool. Are you African? Now I'm like, okay, somewhere in the West. Let's see, we have, tell me if I'm too far west. We have Wisconsin. Um, okay, I'm from Colorado. We got California. Utah. Is Utah below or above? I know what's above is like Montana, then Wisconsin, right? Are you somewhere near one of the top, in the middle, or down below? As far as the West, because I'm from Colorado. Okay. And when you say you're not totally American, um, are you African, Himalayan? Let's see. We got African, Himalayan, European. Let's see. Any type of Latino or Latino. Because okay, African. I am so glad. Okay, so, babes, I got a question for you. I asked this question one time in my life to someone who was African, and the answer they gave me shook me to my core. But I asked them to be honest with me, and they gave me honesty. Um, I found out a long time ago that Africans do not like black people. Not really. They kind of look down on us. And I found out that they feel like we're mutts. We're not true African. We're not true, you know, we're not real African. We're just Americans. Does that make sense, what I said? Yeah, the woman I was speaking to, she said, "Yeah, we look down on you because you're not real Africans. You're mutts. You're not like us. You're not." I mean, she was like, "I don't mean to say, I don't mean to be hateful, but you're not a thoroughbred. You're not 100% African. So yes, we look down on you." I was like, "Wow, thank you for your honesty." Like I said, I was shook. I was shocked. But when, I'm not one of those that will ask for honesty and then get mad when somebody is honest with me. That is true. That is 1,000,000% true. We are not all cut from the same cloth. So it could have been her and her family, how they felt. But she tried to say that most Africans feel that way. We're not 100% African. In fact, we're not African Americans. We really should stop calling ourselves African Americans. I was like, oh, okay. Can't argue with it. I was like, thank you for your honesty. It's kind of like listening to someone who is with someone white and talks about white people so bad. I could never date outside of my race and constantly hear that person talk so down about my race when I accept their race 100%. I don't get it. It is so quiet and calm and still. Maybe because there's no puppies barking. I'm not used to being back on this. I'm not used to being back here and not hearing them hooping and hollering. Me fighting with them. It's nice. I got the fan hitting me upside my head. Yeah, it's quiet. It's beautifully quiet. Oh, we listen and we don't judge. Yeah. ILY. Is that I love you, girl? Is that what ILY means, or what does? I'm not very good with the acronyms. I've missed out on the new acronyms that came out. So, and you know what? I like I said when I was speaking about the person that I was watching. I don't judge that person. I don't. But I felt very bad, and I don't. I know when you say "but," you cancel out everything you said. So let me rephrase it. I do not judge that person. What I see is that person being very selfish and attempting to scare her child and talk him out of doing something he's thinking about doing, which is leaving the nest. If he gets old enough and if he can have his own space, then why not let him have his own space? Why not let him see? And you be there for him and hold him up when he needs you. That's what a good parent should do. Just be there. Have his back when he needs you. But don't deter him from trying to grow up and experience life. That's the wrong thing to do. Like I said, I don't judge the parent or the parenting. I just wish people would think about how much that hurts their child when their child feels like a parent is not supporting them, if that makes sense. And hell, she confused him so bad, I don't even think he knew that she wasn't going to give him support, or that that meant you not leaving me. So stop talking. Maybe she just should say, you're not leaving home. You're never leaving home. You're going to be here with me your whole life. So let's change the subject. I think that sounds better. It's so quiet. I feel like I should go get my microphone and do some ASMR stuff. It's so quiet. I never get quiet. Yes, by the way, Notice my eyes are red too. Do I believe in magic? I will say this. I do believe in spirits, and I do believe, I believe that your energy can change things. I believe that there is a higher, I do believe there is like a higher power that kind of just takes over when things need to, when things happen. So not necessarily magic, but if that makes sense. Like, I do believe that there are spirits that attach themselves to people, which is why I was always taught, be careful who you invite into your home, all that stuff. Okay, good. Believe in black magic. Black magic. Do they consider themselves witches, or is there a name for it? What is it? Something Dala. I forget. It feels so good right now. It's like this fan is right on time. And again, do you hear the quiet? Like, I don't have madness and chaos and, oh, it's so nice. So quiet. It's peaceful. Don't get me wrong, I love my puppies. But good Lord, it is so calm right now. Jealousy, really. Let me tell you, there is someone that needs some help with that, because the person I was talking about earlier that will deter her son from anything and everything, that is someone who has, see, we call it a spirit of jealousy. It's a green-eyed devil. It's a spirit of jealousy. And that person, I mean, she goes on and on talking about she does not like rich people. She does not like wealthy people. She does not like white people. And I do believe that it's not that she dislikes people that have a little bit of something. I believe that she is jealous. That's just my personal belief. It is. It's calm. I feel like I need to put some. Mm, Woo! It feels good. Anywho, it seems like I have calmed all the way down, and I need to build that energy back up, and I need to speak a little bit with, a higher voice, a louder voice. Um, Bring people back to the channel. It seems as though a few people have left the channel, a good number have left the channel, and that's okay as well. But I have been on for like 88 minutes. So it is so calm though. It is so calm and it's so peaceful, you know. Um I am going to be doing some videos. I am going to go live and do my nails. My nails have not looked this terrible in a very long time. Like, and I have flat nail beds. I do not have, like, the arch. I have little itty bitty fat digits. And I don't know if on one hand I should do like a full nail, and on the other hand, I think I just want to do on both hands the builder in a bottle, the builder gel. I want them white, and I want some glitter, a little bit of glitter down at the bottom. And then put a clear coat over it, file them, get them pretty. Actually, what I really want to do, I know that I want them white, but I think what I also want, it is, Halloween is coming. Yeah. Good Lord, it's hot. Good Lord, it's hot. I think it's time to go in. Thank you, Instrumental. It was so good talking with you and having you on. Thank you so much, babe, for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, okay? And I'll see you next time. I'll see you, babe. Have a good one. Yeah, I think I'm going to go charge my phone, pull my stuff back out, and get my nails done. I do need to edit this video with the puppies. Good Lord. Hot mess. So, and actually only have 7% battery life, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go as well. But it feels so good. It feels good, but it doesn't. It feels good because it's quiet, but it feels good. It's hot because it's hot. It's like weird. Hi, baby.
Huh?
I'm gonna end the live.